Peace, peace, peace. What's good, everyone? All right. Once again, you already know this. Professor Griff, Public Enemy, Minister of Information. All right. To the day I die. Right now, we live. We living right here on Serious Minds RN TV. And of course, you all already know we are on YouTube. It's www.youtube.com/C/ Serious Minds RN TV on Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, we're over here on IG. Whoever do not want to make the transition over, that's fine. We'll keep y'all in the loop. We'll make sure things happen. All right. So in the meantime, between time, shout out to the Serious Minds family. All right. That dare to come on every night with me. People like Block Boy. What's good with you, Block Boy? All right. Waiting for Quan to step up in the building. All right. Courtney P. What's good? All right. Roy Williams. What's happening, man? All right. Tillman Green, Sandra Small. All right. Everyone is part of the Miss Thorpe. What's good? All right. Black Entrepreneur number 24. What's happening? That's a 2-4. That's 6. I got you. Everyone on the IG platform over here. Peace. Shout out to everyone. I want to give a shout out to Red Pill, all right, who hosted me last night at Melanin Mondays at Cafe 640. Shout out to Sharice. Shout out to Tassili. Shout out to my man Jay. All right. Shout out to everyone that came out last night. It was a last kind of minute thing. So I tried to come on Serious Minds last night, but once I set the phone up, clicked the button, I walked away from it and somebody said, we only got part of what you said. But all right, that's just the way things happen. That's just the way it works. All right. If anyone, peace, Quan, what's good? If anyone did not get the playback for the survival and preparedness class, please send me an email, seriousminds@gmail.com, and I'll get it black out to you. All right. If you did not get the playback for the survival and preparedness class, let me know. All right. I will get it out to you. All right. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to try to put together the whole entire class for you guys. All right. Okay. Anyway, if you would like to support independent black media, please do so by starting right here on the super chat, right here on youtube.com. And of course, you could do that if you're not on YouTube, you could do that by hitting cash at this $ Professor Griff if you want to donate to independent black media. All right. To everyone that's joining us in the chat room, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you share this, fam, with 3 other people. All right. Because each one teach 3. Mr. Gregory Johnson, peace to you, good brother. Peter, what's happening with you? All right. Pierre Elliott, what's good, man? Yeah. All right, Mr. Shaquille Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum. All right, tonight's subject, we're going to be talking about Trump won't commit to a peaceful transition of power or transfer of power. Right now, the debate is on. First debate in Cleveland is happening right now. We're not there. We're here. I was thinking about trying to pull it up, see if we could watch it together, but sometimes that's some boring mess. I won't even want to waste y'all's time like that. All right. In the meantime, between time, this platform is brought to you by Sankofa University out of Dallas, Texas. All right. Sankofa University. And also my good brother. Hold on for a second. Let me make sure this is right. Like that. All right. Mr. Earl Holder. All right, at headquarters.com Mastering Studios. All right, he's a digital mastering house. All right, his phone number is 404-643-8213. www.headquarters.com. That's headquarters.com. HDQTRZ.com. All right, that's 404-643-8213. All right. Also brought to you by, see, y'all on IG, y'all not seeing this stuff, man. There's some good information over here. Also brought to you by Serious Minds Brain Tonic. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic family. Listen to me. You can order it from my site, www.professorgriff.me, but not now. You have to order it after after October, I think it's October 10th or 11th. That's when it'll be available. All right. October 10th, it'll be available. All right. Might be between the 7th and the 10th, it'll be available. So you can get the order in. We can get it out to you roughly about the 13th. All right. That's Serious Minds Brain Tonic. Serious Minds Brain Tonic, family. And also, of course, you all already know about the resurrection formula, right? All right, the resurrection formula. Of course, the brain tonic is going to stimulate you, but this brain tonic may this resurrection formula may stimulate something else. So, brothers, you got to get it, but sisters, you got to get it for your dude. All right. Of course, y'all could get that at www.professorgriff. Don't go there. As a matter of fact, get it at Serious Minds Institute. www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. All right. The resurrection male tonic elixir. All right. The male tonic elixir. So the brain tonic and the resurrection formula will be available October 10th-ish. All right. Jump on that, fam. Seriously. All right. Once again, mic check 1 2 1 2 tomorrow night. The mic check 1 2 1 2. Make sure you're in the building. I got 2 soldiers on deck that gave me their music, so we're about to do the damn thing. I hope you all enjoyed last week when we kind of wanted to highlight and kick this thing off with producers, waiting for the producers to contact me. All right. Never fear. All right. The book is near. That's the new book from yours truly, Professor Griff. Get the green, black, and red. It's just been so many trials and tribulations and hills and valleys. I'm like, God damn. When you think things are going to slow down and you can get the book done, some more stuff happened and you're like, God damn. Double B, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate you, good bro. All right. Just when you think things are going to slow down. I said, okay, well, damn, let me put that in the book. But anyway, get the green, black, and red in. All right. Kwanzaa, first week of Kwanzaa, it'll be out and in your hands. All right. If you would like to purchase any of the brain tonic resurrection formula, you can go to www.seriousmindsinstitute and or www.professorgriff.me. All right. All right. Okay. Remember, tomorrow night, mic check 1 2 1 2. All right. Artist review. Submit your music. We'll go over it and make it happen. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Brandell Bowen, sir. Mr. Double B. Always supporting the family here at Serious Minds Institute. Serious Minds RNTV. All right. All right. Let's make it happen, family. So, Trump will not leave the White House smoothly. That's what that says to me. I don't know what it says to y'all. Help me understand that. No, I'm just curious as to, just help me understand that. Why the man won't leave the house, leave the White House on a peaceful note. If, and only if he's defeated in the election or the selection by Joseph Biden. All right. Okay. Hold on 1 second. So I did have some information that I wanted to show. Let me see. Oh, I had to. Was I Googling it? What was I doing? I think I was Googling it. Google it right now. Let's try that. No, that won't work. Okay, hold on for a second. Trump. Peaceful transition of power. All right. Let's see what he got to say. All right. Let me see. Make sure I'm doing things right. That's me over there, of course. All right. Let's see what he got to say. Hold on, fam.
Win, lose, or draw in this election, will you commit here today for a peaceful transfer of power after the election There has been rioting in Louisville. There's been rioting in many cities across this country, red and your so-called red and blue states. Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the
Win, lose, or draw in this election, will you commit here today for a peaceful transferal of power after the election? And there has been rioting in Louisville. There's been rioting in many cities across this country, red and your so-called red and blue states. Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster.
I understand that, but people are rioting. Do you commit to making sure that there's a peaceful transferal of power?
We want to get rid of the ballots, and we'll have a very peaceful. There won't be a transfer, frankly. There'll be a continuation. The ballots are out of control. You know it. And you know who knows it better than anybody else? The Democrats know it better than anybody else. Go ahead.
Mr. President, the second question is, will you?
Please go ahead.
Why won't you?
You asked the question.
Why won't you?
All right. All right, family. So what do you think? That's 46 minus 1's answer. And Q, the Messiah, you might be right. Follow the money. What money are you talking about, though? You got to give us a little bit more than that. All right? Give us a little bit more than that. So what do you think? A peaceful transfer of power. What does that mean? He says he doesn't know if it's going to be peaceful. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be peaceful? If 46 minus 1 loses the election, Joe Biden becomes the president. All right, so what happens? He says he doesn't know. He said he can't say whether or not it's going to be peaceful. A peaceful transition, when you transition from the Republicans, who I believe have the House, and the Democrats, to me, they're the same people. But when the power gets shifted over, why the president can't commit to this being peaceful? So as I stated a few minutes ago, as we speak,
Affordable Care Act.
Joe, you've had 308,000
the debate is going on.
military
Here's
people dying because you couldn't provide them proper health care in the military. So don't tell me
I'm
about
happy
this.
to talk about
And
this.
if you were here,
Look,
it
here's
wouldn't be
the deal.
200, it would be 2 million.
Let me finish. The point is that the president also is opposed to Roe v. Wade. That's on the ballot as well in the court. And so that's also at stake right now. And so the election is all
You don't know it's on the
begun.
ballot. Why is it on the ballot?
Because
Why is it
you
on the
said
ballot? It's not
you're-
on the ballot.
It's on the ballot in the
I
court.
don't think so.
In the court. Well,
There's nothing happening there.
Donald, would you
And
just
you don't
be quiet
know
for a minute?
her view on Roe v. Wade. You
I
don't
don't
know her
know.
view.
Well, all right. Let's talk. We got a lot to unpack here, gentlemen. We got a lot of time. So on health care, and then we'll come back to Roe v. Wade.
All right.
Mr. President, the Supreme Court will hear a case a week after the election in which the Trump administration, along with 18 state attorneys general, are seeking to overturn
That's right.
Obamacare, to end Obamacare. You have spent the last...
Because they want to give good health care.
If I may ask
Go ahead.
my question, sir.
Good health care.
Over the last 4 years, you have promised to repeal and replace Obamacare, but you have never in these 4 years come up with a plan, a comprehensive plan
Yes, I
to
have.
replace Obamacare.
Of course I have.
Well,
I got rid of the individual mandate.
I'm going to give you an
Excuse
opportunity.
me. I got rid of the individual mandate, which was a
That is
big
not a
chunk of
comprehensive
That
plan.
is absolutely a big thing. That was the worst
I
part
didn't
of
ask,
Obamacare.
sir.
Chris,
You're
that was the
debating him,
worst
not
part of
me.
Obamacare.
Let me ask my question.
Well, I'll ask Joe.
The
Individual mandate was the most unpopular
Mr. Vice
aspect of
Mr.
Obamacare. I
President,
got rid of it.
I'd like you
and we
to,
will protect
Mr.
people
President,
with
I'm the
pre-existing
moderator of this
conditions.
debate, and I would like you to let me ask my question, and then you can answer.
Go
your
ahead.
question. You, in the course of these 4 years, have never come up with a comprehensive plan to replace Obamacare. And just this last Thursday, you signed a largely symbolic executive order to protect people with pre-existing conditions 5 days before this debate. So my question, sir, is what is the Trump healthcare plan?
Right. Well, first of all, I guess I'm debating you, not him, but that's okay. I'm not surprised. Let me just tell you something, that there's nothing symbolic. I'm cutting drug prices. I'm going with favored nations, which no president has the courage to do because you're going against big pharma. Drug prices will be coming down 80 or 90%. You could have done it during your 47-year period in government, but you didn't do it. Nobody's done it. So we're cutting health care. All of the things that we've done,
He has not cut
insulin. I
healthcare.
give you an example, insulin. It was destroying families, destroying people because I'm getting it for so cheap. It's like water. You want to know the truth. So cheap. Take a look at all of the drugs that what we're doing, prescription.
I can't really take dude. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't. But one Black Jackson, I'm with Biden, but he sounds weak. Then why are you with Biden? See, this reflects on what you feel and think about yourself. If you're with Biden, but he sounds weak, why are you with Biden? You have to be able to have an educated kind and being very informed, all right? And you don't have to share your political views or who you're voting for with anyone, especially Professor Griff on Serious Minds. But since you put it out there, you're going with Biden, but he sounds weak. What does Joe Biden sound weak about? On what subject? All right. So right now, the numbers are low on the show tonight simply because I take it people are watching the debate, which is a beautiful thing. But what are you going to get from the debate? More of that madness. All right. I agree with you, Shaquille Muhammad. I just can't say that on the air, but I'm saying I'm supposed to be neutral, so I have to facilitate a conversation. All right. So why won't Trump, in your view from the position that you're sitting in, why won't Trump commit to a peaceful transfer of power? Trump distracts, eludes, embellishes, and flat out lies. I don't support either president. You don't support either president. There's only one president, Carolyn. I'm not voting this election. Okay. All right. Peace, Alex. What's good with you? Shabaka the Rebel, what's happening with you, good bro? Double B, Jason Hunter, what's happening? All right. Tonight's subject is Trump. Will he commit to a peaceful transfer of power if he loses? All right. If he loses. Lord said, no party affiliations. Wow. Oh, okay. So you said they're attacking all of the platforms tonight of the new black media. So I guess they're redirecting URLs like they normally do, redirecting the signal. Okay, Carolyn T, I got you. That sounds better. Someone said the gig is rigged. All right. Give thanks, PJ the Prince. Salute to you too. All right. So this idea of Trump not being able to live with the fact that he might lose, although when you kind of keep an eye on things, Trump is actually losing right now, and he's behind in the polls. What do you think might save Trump? Do you think Do you think a rigged election, which Trump talked about? Trump talked about a rigged election. He probably said that's what's happening right now, a rigged election. Trump on a rigged election. Hold on for a second. Wow, that platinum plan is a hell of a thing. I don't know how many of y'all saw that platinum plan. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Trump warns against a rigged election. Trump warns against a rigged election, and he uses conspiracy and fear to counter Biden's convention this week. All right, I'm not sure if they'll let me play it. Nope, they're hitting me with ads and a whole bunch of other stuff. We don't want that. President Trump's darkly continuous campaign message came into stark focus Monday as he launched his most extensive campaign swing since the start of the coronavirus pandemic, warning of fascist Democrats with a Trojan horse candidate during stops in the upper Midwest. What is this Trojan horse that Trump is alluding to? All right. What is this Trojan horse that Trump is alluding to? All right. The dire warnings reliant on false information and racist tropes, all right, foreshadowed a bitter fall campaign as Trump seeks to reverse a slide in the polls. Right? And he's losing. And what he's trying to do right now is blame everything and everyone else on him being behind. So he's basically saying that if it's a rigged election, it's not going to be a peaceful transference of power. Who do you think Trump is going to activate if there's not a peaceful transference of power? All right. Do you think he has sway over the white supremacist groups in America, that he might activate them? Come on, help me out. Talk to me. While Biden is talking about, do I look like a radical socialist? All right. Wow. Democratic socialism is the Trojan horse of communism. Now, this is Bernie Sanders. All right. So it seems like Joe Biden is stacking the deck. And did you see, family, help me out, did you see the stripper campaign ad? Can somebody raise your hand? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if y'all saw it. The stripper campaign ad. I don't want to make y'all think I'm just kind of watching stripper ads or whatever, but the stripper campaign ad. Am I the only one that saw the goddamn stripper campaign ad? So it's just me. I'm just on the internet looking at strippers. Because this is what we're saying right now. Some people said they saw it. I can't wrap my brain around it, but I don't know. Shit, let's dissect it. I guess we can. Can we? Let's try. Shit, I don't know.
Do you know who elects the DA? We do, but you don't want to vote. Can't make it rain if you locked up on some bullshit.
Want trades and coding taught in our schools?
Who elects the DA? We do, but you don't want to vote. Can't make it rain if you locked up on some bullshit.
Want trades and coding taught in our schools?
Then vote for the school boards that will prepare us for the job market.
Want to end cash bail? Well, then vote for the sheriffs and county officials that feel the same way you do. But you talking about, oh, they gonna pick who they gonna pick, shawty.
Ferguson just elected their first black mayor.
You know how that happened?
It's clear Black lives don't matter to some of our current elected officials.
If they matter to you, then don't let other people decide who's going to run your community. Get your booty to the poll.
Get your booty to the poll.
Get your booty to the poll.
Get your vote. Stretch.
For information on how and where to vote, as well as resources to find out who's running where you live, go to getyourbootytothepoll.com.
Y'all help me out. Please help me out. The stripper campaign ad. Get your booty to the poll. So who was this ad geared towards? Who are they going to reach with the black dots that they take the lowest essence of what we have to offer and they give it maximum exposure? Shout out Johnny Taylor. What's good with you, good bro? Wow. Help me out, Quan. Don't leave me out here by myself like that. Peter England, is that your last name? The second, you said he's trying to start a second U.S. Civil War. It's already started, Peter. All right. And the war, we're going to get back to you, Peter, but I want you to hold that point. But there's three things happening right now. Peter's talking about the second Civil War. I said it already started. Black Entrepreneur 24 says Trump's Platinum Plan will increase access to capital, fuel Black-owned businesses, cut taxes, increase education opportunities, lower the cost of health care, further criminal justice reform. Okay, that's his opinion. All right, and then we're right at the point where we're at the end of this chick shaking her behind, and they're making it rain with paper ballots. So they're gearing this towards Black people. So they take the lowest essence of what we have to offer and give it maximum exposure. So the strippers now are supposed to get us to the polls. Whose idea was that? Kamala Harris? Whose idea was this, Ernie? Talk to me, bro. Quan, I already know how you feel. Ernie said they're using us as a joke, man. Using us as a joke. All right. So back to what Peter was talking about. Second Civil War. Newsflash, Peter. It's already on, man. There's some white on white crime happening right in front of our faces in Washington, in Capitol Hill. On Capitol Hill, pardon me. All right. There's some white on white crime happening in every city. I just say to y'all, Black people, all right, it's none of your business. Let them do what they're going to do. But what you do need to be concerned with is, what about your business? Your business is not www.getyourbootytothepolls.com. That's not your business. And if they're stooping to that level to get Black people to come out and vote, that is sad. That is absolutely sad. Sad. They're reaching with the stripper ad. That's the bottom of the barrel, targeting young Black voters. Exactly, Carolyn T. You said it right. Get your booty to the poll. This chick is shaking her behind, talking about vote. Wow. When it gets to that level, you see what's happening now is they're going to get you to the poll, but they're not guaranteeing you anything. They're not even offering you anything. What is Joe Biden's platform? Do any of y'all know that? What is Trump's platform? Do any of y'all know that? Or should we click back to the debate? Some of y'all are watching the debate right now while y'all watching this. All right? Trump is targeting our sisters in our culture that indulge in those kind of activities. How is Trump? So get your booty to the polls was who financed that commercial? Suave Skin said political advice from a stripper. Come on, that's a joke. That's a joke. Well, is it a joke, Suave Skins? Because some people take their advice from rappers. Some take their political advice from singers and dancers and clowns and comedians, jokesters. Everyone should be disrespected by this particular ad. Everyone should feel that way. But why aren't you? We need to find out who put the ad on. When we go to www.getyourBootyToThePolls.com, we need to figure out who was behind this ad. You're right, Moses Blackthorn. Shake your booty for goddamn reparations. Do that. Make a reparations commercial. How about booty shake for reparations? How about booty shake for white police officers to stop killing black kids with thick lips and black skin? Yeah, and they're going to continue to insult our culture until we say and do something about it. Why won't Trump have a peaceful transition of power to the Democrats if he loses the election? And I'm just asking y'all, where do you sit in all of this? If it's going to be violence, who's he directing that kind of comment to and towards? I'm a woman and I feel disrespected. Our sisters and brothers really need to get knowledge of self. Thank you, Michelle Windsor Baylor. Come on now. Salute, good bro. What's good with you? Where do y'all stand? In November, will there be violence in America? If the Democrats win and Republicans are out, are those white militia groups that Trump leans towards and speaks so highly of and in favor of, will he activate them to go out and attack people? S. Dot says, I'm charging what? Hold on, where you at? I'm charging 40 acres and a Lexus for my vote. Nah, they can have a car. Them things break down too easy. I want everything that they stole from black people, and we want our land back. All right? And then I see our people repaired. That's what reparations mean. The repairing of a people. Not only a check, but the repairing of a people. Inconceivably, no, irreconcilable division is one of the most worst things that can happen to a country. Instead of simply enjoying life, people become obsessed with the difference of others. Once this hatred is established, a single event, whether it's artificially manufactured or not, can quickly spark a cycle of violence and retaliation. Division also makes a country vulnerable to enemies seeking to advance their interests through the funding of racial groups. Thank you, George Benson. Someone alluded to that in my text messages today and says that's why we said these other two camps that get so much visibility now, and y'all know what two camps I'm talking about, and one of them is Black Lives Matters, who was funded by George Soros. Gets so much play. And y'all know who the other group is. I ain't got to mention no names. I'm just saying, where do you sit in all of this when it goes down in November? Are you going to quietly distance yourself from your white friends? Are you going to quietly distance yourself from the party that you're upholding at the rallies that you so proudly wearing your MAGA hat to, dancing in the aisleways? What are you going to do? Kurt, Ty, what's up, man? Come on now, talk to me. The whites are gearing up for a race war while we're out here shaking our asses. We are vulnerable and we need to unite more and more now than ever. World Class 27 says we're going to stand up, bro. I'm just telling you, if you are going to stand up, start preparing right now. We're going into October. The election is in November. Help me out. Help me out with the mathematics here. Oh, give thanks. All right. The stripper ad reminds me of Hillary Clinton using the black hot sauce, targeted brothers and sisters who use it. Not only brothers and sisters who use it, King from the North, not only brothers and sisters that use it, but we identify with carrying the hot sauce in the pocket because auntie, grandma, moms did that. All right. Yeah, you're talking about the economic wealth disparities and the difference between a white household and a black household. The average white family about $175,000, while the average black family is only maybe $24,000, $25,000. I'm saying we need to think in terms of how are we going to survive if white folks start harming other white folks. Are we going to get caught in the fray? Are we going to get caught in the middle of it all? All right, what's going to happen in these kind of situations? I'd really like to go to this damn www.getyourbootytothepoll.com and see who's behind this madness. Hold on. Nobody's putting their name on it. But the icon and the logo, it looked like a male stripper dude. His handle is called Move Something. All right. Get your booty to the polls. So let me ask a basic fundamental question right now. What has voting ever done for you? What did you get out of the vote? What did you get out of the 8 years that Obama was in office? Shiva Edwards, peace, queen. Talk to me, y'all. Come on now. Come on. I know it's a hard-hitting questions. Yeah, they're resorting to strippers. Yeah, they're resorting to strippers doing ads. Indigo said, yeah, that's why I don't nothing. That's why I don't vote now. We got free health care. So what are all of these things that these people are telling us? Talking about, well, if you don't vote, then this could happen and that could happen. Using fear tactics to force you to go to the polls and vote. Hold on for a second. Presidential debate. Let's see what they're talking about. Are they still alive? They're still alive.
To the American people, so
Let's
we
see what they're
can
saying.
open safely.
All right, your time is up, sir. We are going to get to the,
I have to respond to that.
well, you both had 2 minutes, sir.
Excuse me, he made a statement.
So did you.
People want their schools. No, people want their schools open. They don't want to be shut down. They don't want their state shut down. They want their restaurants. I look at New York. It's so sad what's happening in New York. It's almost like a ghost town. And I'm not sure it can ever recover what they've done in New York. People want their places open. They want to get back to their lives.
People
They'll
want
be
to
careful,
safe.
but they want their schools open.
Okay.
People want
I'm
to
the
be
one that
safe.
brought back football. By the way, I brought back Big Ten football. It was me, and I'm very happy to do it. And
All right,
people of
let's-
Ohio are very proud of me. And you know
We're
how
going
I
to get
found
back.
out? When he took a
Gentlemen,
phony
we're going to
ad.
get to your economic plans going forward in a moment. But first, Mr. President, as you well know, there's a new report that in 2016, the year you were elected president, and 2017, your first year as president, that you paid $750 a year in federal income tax each of those years. I know that you pay a lot of other taxes, but I'm asking you the specific question. Is it true that you paid $750 in federal income taxes each of those 2 years?
I paid millions of dollars in taxes, millions of dollars of income tax. And let me just tell you, there was a story in one of the papers.
Show us your tax
I paid
returns.
$38 million 1 year. I paid $27 million.
Show us your tax
1 year.
returns.
I went, you'll see it as soon as it's finished. You'll see it. You know, if you want to go to the Board of Elections. There's a 118-page or so report that says everything I have, every bank I have, I'm totally under leveraged because the assets are extremely good. And we have a I built
Sir,
a great
I'm asking you a specific question, which
But
is.
let me tell you.
I understand all of that.
Release your
I
tax
understand all of
return.
that.
But let
No, Mr. President,
Go ahead.
I'm asking you a question. Will you tell us how much you paid in federal income taxes in 2016 and 2017?
Millions of dollars.
You paid millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars.
So
yes.
not 750.
Millions of dollars. And you'll get to see it.
I-
And you'll get to
When?
see it. But let me just
Inshallah?
tell you, Chris, let me just tell you something, that it was the tax laws. I don't want to pay tax. Before I came here, I was a private developer. I was a private business people. Like every other private person, unless they're stupid, they go through the laws, and that's what it is. He passed a tax bill that gave us all these privileges for depreciation and for tax credits. We build the building and we get tax credits, like the hotel on Pennsylvania Avenue. You get a massive, which, by the way, was given to me by the Obama administration, if you can believe that. Now, the man got fired right after that happened. But
Vice President Biden, you want to respond?
Yeah, I do want to respond. Look, the tax code that made him, put him in a position that he pays less tax than a school teacher makes on the money a school teacher makes is because of him he says he's smart because he can take advantage of the tax code. And he does take advantage of the tax code. That's why I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts. And I'm going to eliminate those tax cuts and make sure that we invest in the people who in fact need the help. People out there need help.
But why didn't you do it over the last 25
wait,
years?
Because you weren't
Why didn't you
president.
do it over
Because
the
you
last
weren't
25
president
years? No,
screwing
no,
things
no.
up.
You were a senator. And
You're
by
the
way,
worst
you were a
president
vice-
America has ever had.
Hey,
Come
Joe,
on.
let me just tell you, Joe, I've done more in 47 months. I've done more than you've done in 47 years, Joe. We've done things that you never even thought of doing, including
Gentlemen,
fixing the broken military that you gave me, including taking care of your vets.
Mr. President, we're talking about the economy. I'd like to ask you about your plans going forward because, Mr. Vice President, your economic plan, if you were to be elected president, focuses a lot on big government, big taxes, big spending. I want to focus first on the taxes. You propose more than $4 trillion over a decade in new taxes on individuals making more than $400,000 a year and on corporations. President Trump says that kind of an increase in taxes is going to hurt the economy as it's just coming out of a recession?
Well, just take a look at what is the analysis done by Wall Street firms. Points out that my economic plan would create 7 million more jobs than his in 4 years, number one. And number two, it would create an additional $1 trillion in economic growth because it would be about buying American. That we're going to make this federal government spend $600 billion a year on everything from ships to steel to buildings and the like. And under my proposal, we're going to make sure that every penny of that has to be made by a company.
But respectfully, sir, I'm talking about taxes, not spending.
By the way, I'm going to eliminate a significant number of the tax. I'm going to make the corporate tax 28%. It shouldn't be 21%. You have 91 companies, in the Fortune 500 who don't pay a single penny in tax, making billions of dollars.
Why didn't you do it before when you were vice president with Obama?
Because you, in fact, passed that. That was
right.
your tax proposal.
I got it done. And you know what happened?
Yeah, you got it done.
Our economy boomed like it's never boomed.
The economy is
Mr.
busted.
President,
Let me finish.
Mr. President, let me pick up on that. You would continue your free market approach, lower taxes, more deregulation, correct?
Not lower taxes for the American people.
Let me,
Excuse me.
But in Obama's, you talk about the economy booming. It turns out that in Obama's final 3 years as president, more jobs were created, 1.5 million more jobs than in the first 3 years of your presidency.
They had the slowest recovery economic recovery since 1929. It was the slowest recovery. Also, they took over something that was down here. All you had to do is turn on the lights and you pick up a lot. But they had the slowest economic recovery since 1929. Let me tell you about the stock market. When the stock market goes up, that means jobs. It also means 401ks. If you got in, if you ever became president with your ideas, you want to terminate my taxes, I'll tell you what, you'll lose half of the companies that have poured in here will leave, and plenty of companies that are already here, they'll leave for other places. They will leave, and you will have a depression, the likes of which you've never seen.
Look,
Mr.
we
Vice
inherited the worst recession short of a depression in American history. I was asked to bring it back. We were able to have an economic recovery that created the jobs you're talking about. We handed him a booming economy. He blew it.
It wasn't
booming.
booming.
He blew it.
It wasn't booming. It was the weakest recovery since 1929.
Is it fair to say he blew it when fact when there was record low unemployment before COVID?
Yeah, but because what he did, even before COVID, manufacturing went in the hole. Excuse
me, Chris. Wait.
Number two.
Chris.
Number three.
They said it would take. No, you're on number two.
No.
Chris. They said it would take a miracle to bring back manufacturing. I brought back 700,000 jobs. They brought back nothing. They gave up on manufacturing. Part of my standard fare.
I'm the guy that brought
totally
back
gave
the
up on
automobile
manufacturing.
All right, let him.
We brought back. I was asked to bring back Chrysler and General Motors. We brought them back right here in the state of Ohio and Michigan. He blew it. They're gone. He blew it. And in fact, they're going.
Ohio had the best year it's ever had last year. Michigan had the best year they've ever had.
That is not
Many
true.
car companies came in from Germany, from Japan, went to Michigan, went to Ohio.
They're not having.
And they didn't come in with you.
Mr. Vice President, go ahead.
And so you take a look at what he's actually done. He's done very little. His trade deals are the same way. He talks about these great trade deals. You know, he talks about the art of the deal. China's perfected the art of the steal. We have a higher deficit with China now than we did before. We have the highest trade deficit with Mexico.
China ate your lunch. All right, 18%. China ate your lunch, Joe. And no wonder your son goes in and he takes out billions of dollars, to manage. He makes millions of dollars. And also, while we're at it, why is it, just out of curiosity, the mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million. What did he do to deserve it? What did he do with Burisma to deserve $183,000?
You've asked your question, let him answer.
None of that is true.
Oh, really?
Totally,
Mr. President,
totally,
Mr. President, please.
Totally discredited. Totally discredited. And by the way,
well, wait, he didn't get $3.5 million, Joe?
Mr. Vice,
he got $3.5 million.
That is not true.
Oh, really?
Mr. President, it's an open discussion, please.
Now,
it's a fact.
Well, you have raised an issue. Let the Vice President answer.
Discredited.
Did Burisma pay him $183,000 a month with no experience in energy?
Mr.
Look,
President.
no job.
my son did nothing wrong at Burisma.
I think he
and
did.
Mr.
The only
President,
guy that
let
did
him
something-
answer.
He doesn't want to let me answer because he knows I have the truth. His position has been totally, thoroughly
By
discredited.
who?
And
The media.
By everybody. Well, by the
By the
media,
media,
by our
because they refuse to
allies,
talk
by the
about it
World
because they're
Bank,
embarrassed.
by everyone has discredited. Matter of fact, even
Mr.
the people
President,
who
please stop.
testified under oath.
So let me
Under
ask you
oath.
this.
Under-
Joe.
under
No,
oath.
go ahead, Mr. I'm listening to
Even the
you.
people under.
You got $3.5
He
million from
testified-
Moscow.
He testified under oath in his administration, said, I did my job and I did it very well.
Oh,
I
really?
did it
I'd like to know
honorably.
who they are.
Well, I'll give you the list
I'll
of the
fire
people who
them.
No,
testified.
no, go ahead, sir.
Sure, you've already fired most of them because they did a good
Because
job.
Some people don't
Well,
do a good
here's
job. With you,
Go
they
ahead.
say-
You get
here's the
wait a
deal.
minute. You get the final word, Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown. Excuse me.
Hey, let me just say, Joe.
No.
No.
Mr. President.
$3.5
Mr.
million,
President.
Joe.
That is simply
Why did he
not true.
deserve $3.5 million
It
from
did-
Moscow?
Look, here's the deal. We want to talk about families and ethics. I don't want to do that. I mean, his family we could talk about all night. His family's
my
already.
family,
No, let him go.
my
Let-
family
already
lost
wrote.
a fortune by coming down and helping
Go
us
ahead.
with
Go ahead,
government.
sir.
And that's
Every-
such a,
and they're
that's
right
a-
here.
Mr.
that's
President.
such
Every
a great.
single one of them lost.
This
a
is not
fortune
about
by
my
coming and
family or
helping
his
us with
family. It's
government.
about your family,
They
the
didn't put
American
$3.5
people.
million
He
for
doesn't.
nothing.
That's not true. It doesn't want to talk about what you need. You, the American people. It's about you. That's what we're talking about.
you
here.
should
All right,
Take
that's
it
the end
about
of
here.
that's the end of the
Shouldn't have
segment.
taken the money.
We're moving on.
He didn't take them.
Well,
Vice
it's a very-
President, no,
Can I be honest? It's a very important
Try to be
question.
honest.
No,
He
I-
stood up.
No,
He stood up.
the answer to
and
the
he
question is no.
threatened Ukraine
No, sir.
with $1 billion
Sir,
if you don't
That
get rid of
is
the trust.
you know what, you're-
absolutely not
Stop.
You're on
true.
tape
You're-
doing it.
You're going to
You're on
have
tape.
True.
gentlemen.
Is-
I hate to raise
Chris,
my voice,
he's
but
on
it seems
tape.
to be. Why should I be different than the two of you? So here's the
That's a
deal.
good point.
We have 6 segments. We have ended that segment. We're going to go to the next segment. In that segment, you each are going to have 2 uninterrupted moments. In those 2 uninterrupted minutes, Mr. President, you can say anything you want.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what to make of that. Maybe y'all can help me out. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to kind of like, what is the issues? Are Black people even considered? Because I'm thinking that's what you should be listening for. And I'm not getting anything out of this, man. I'm just not getting anything out of it. Yeah. Yeah. So family. Yeah. So the question is, and it still remains the question tonight, will Trump commit to a peaceful transfer of power if he loses the election? That is the question. That's the question, family. All right. All right. I'm going to see y'all at the mic check tomorrow night. All right. Yeah. Like 2 big old white wrinkled children. Thank you, Karima. Wow, man. All right, family. I got to get out of here. I love y'all to life. Unless y'all got some questions for me. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. So you'll see why Professor Griffith's taking his position all these years. No, I'm not voting for Satan or the devil. I'm not doing it. And you're not going to trick me into voting or threaten me or scare me. We're not going to get this if we don't vote. Yada, yada, yada. Whoopie, whoopie, whoop. Shit, we don't get it any old damn way. Clowns. Yeah. Clowns. All right, fam. If something comes across my my information feed that I deem it necessary for us to conversate tomorrow, we will during the day, and I'll come back on tomorrow night with the mic check 1 2 1 2. There are a few things that we should discuss because another brother got shot down in LA, and I think we should at least take a look at it. All right, I'm telling you, man, this madness is coming to a neighborhood near you. All right. All right. Peace, fam. I got to get ready to get out of here. All right. Love you all to life, man. Revolution is not an event, it's a process. Keep that in mind. All right? Especially the revolution of the mind. Yes. All right. Give thanks, fam. Peace. I gotta go. Peace. All right, Quan. All right, Serious Minds family. I'm out of here, man. Peace.